now, how was that for a series finale? Are we happy yet? Let's take a look at Kenobi Part 6's top 15 moments, and yes, some of them should go down as iconic moments in Star Wars history. We're going to start with the princess giving Ben Lola to keep him safe. This was just another great moment between these two, and it showcased Leia's love for Ben and her amazing levels of empathy at a young age. Up next is the first of many highlights from Obi-Wan and Darth's second duel, and that is seeing him go full Form 3 Ceresu by busting out his iconic two-finger pointing stance. Sticking with this duel, which I'm thinking takes place on Jabeam, as Tessin is where the path was headed, but I just have to mention how great the visuals of it were. There were some concept art-worthy shots, especially the wide ones, and overall I felt the duel just had some stunning visual flair at times. How about Owen and Beru holding it down like a bunch of gangsters against Reva, who by the way can use the Force? It was just awesome to see these two farmers go all in to protect Luke at all costs. I bet they took out a bunch of troopers in A New Hope before they got cooked after seeing what they did here. While he didn't say it out loud to mock Obi-Wan, you had to appreciate that Vader finally got the high ground. Sticking with the duel, how rad was it to see Obi-Wan go Force Unleashed with the rock barrage and then systematically damage Vader's suit to weaken him physically and emotionally. Battle Damage Vader is easily the most fan service moment of this series, but it was earned and it was amazing to finally see Anakin in the broken mask in live action for the first time. He truly looked twisted and evil, and more machine than man, just as Obi-Wan will explain to Luke many years later. Anakin essentially giving Obi-Wan his certain point of view take on how Anakin died was pretty awesome too. Hearing him say Anakin is gone, I am what remains. I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did. Fully reinforces the tale Obi tells Luke in A New Hope about his father and how Darth Vader killed him. To round this exchange out, we also hear Obi-Wan refer to Anakin as Darth for the very first time on screen. Up until this moment, he always called him Anakin, but once his former apprentice told him he killed Anakin, Obi-Wan finally gave up on his friend ever being who he was before his fall to the dark side, and ceased to use his real name when talking to him and about him. Reva's arc came to a nice close by showing us that unlike Anakin, she was able to make the right choice in the end by not becoming a child murderer like him. Her path is wide open at this point, and based on where her character ends up, she's ripe for another story if Kenobi gets a second season. We called it on the show months ago, but it was great to see Ian McDiarmid show up as Palpatine, but more importantly, this scene shows once again how subservient Vader is to the Emperor, and it finally infused the iconic Imperial March theme into this series. Obi-Wan's final goodbye with Leia was another precious moment between these two, and you have to love that he finally gave her some insights into who her real parents were. The cherry on top was hearing Leia's theme played during their talk, which then morphed into the Force theme. Good Star Wars moments only get better with John's music, so it was nice to hear more of his themes throughout this finale episode. How about getting to see Obi-Wan meet Luke for the first time, and he does it with the first hello there of the series. It's also the first lines we hear him speak in A New Hope when he rolls up on an injured Luke. And finally, Mr. Your Focus Determines Your Reality himself appears in Force Ghost form to close out the finale and to give Obi-Wan even more hope for the future, as well as some lessons on how to become more powerful than Darth Vader could ever imagine in the Force. What a series, my friends. I know at times it tested the patience of some of you, but when the dust settled, the Kenobi series delivered some amazing content that only bolsters the connective tissue between the prequels and the original films, while also introducing memorable new characters and water cooler moments for fans to discuss until the Banthas come home. Make sure to tune into the next episode of the Star Wars Time Show, in which myself and my co-host Nick will fully break down the Kenobi finale and give our review on it and the series. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subbing to our YouTube channel. We'd also love for you to join in with our weekly Star Wars podcast. So use the links in this video's description or head to StarWarsTime.net to subscribe to the platform of your choice. There's always time for Star Wars time, my friends. And if you listen to the Star Wars Time Show, the Force will be with you. Always.